I just won my first auction at Shortboxed. Stay tuned as I open up this box and we talk about what I think about this new comic book auction site. Welcome back, comic book fans. It's Rusty again with Collector Auctions, and in today's episode, we open up this box right here. It is my first auction win at Shortboxed. Now, I've been a customer of Shortboxed for several years, as well as a seller on that platform. But this is the first time that I have participated in one of their auctions, and I just happened to give it a chance. And there was a book on here that's on my 2024 goals list that I had actually just bought recently for what I thought was a really good price. But when I saw the book on Shortboxed in one of their weekly auctions, I decided to give it a chance and to see where the price was going to end up. So let me find the knife. We'll open this up and I'll talk about this book and how I thought the process went with Shortboxed. But before we begin, definitely hit that like, slap the subscribe, and click on that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any of my episodes that I put out each and every week, Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. All right, guys, so stay tuned. I'm going to go get the knife and we're going to open up this box.
5 minutes later.
All right, guys, so I've got the knife right here. We've got the package. As you can see, it came through the post office. And when one of the prior to mail boxes, not my favorite shipping source when I'm getting books. I don't like it. Why do I not use these for my own shipping when I send out CGC orders? I think this cardboard is really weak unless you put another box on the inside. I'm not sure if they did this or not, but it did look like it came intact. I mean, after all, it did have a Fragile sticker on there, so I guess it was going to be safe after all. But let's go ahead and open this thing up and see if everything inside's okay. Now, when I send out one of my books that I've sold, one of my slab books, I use the exact same box as Heritage Auctions, and that's always had, for the most part, it's always been really good, unless it's just been a devastating, absolute failure on the postal service and the box has gotten crushed. And trust me, that has happened a couple of times, and not much you're going to do about that, even with the secure boxes that I use. And I actually do a little bit of extra padding that Heritage Auctions doesn't even do. But what we're dealing with right here is a priority mail box. It would be a lot cheaper for me to actually use these boxes, but I really am concerned about the safety of the books when they're going out. So let's continue open this up. And what I can tell you right now is that it is a single box. I know a lot of sellers will get two boxes, a slightly smaller box to put in here and give it some more security. And so we've got some Shortbox advertisements right here, some collateral postcards, but more importantly, we've got the comic that is wrapped up in a very thick padded bubble wrap right there. So let's open this up. We'll cut this open too, and I'll show off the book that I picked up. And like I said, this is a book that I had picked up recently, actually on eBay, and I thought it was for a really good buy it now price. I take that back. I think I tried to buy it on eBay, and we ended up moving that sale over to Instagram, where we did a friends and family. Actually, I don't even know if it was friends and family, but it was definitely through PayPal. But good transaction, good book at the grade I wanted, and it will come as no shock what series this is from. And I'll show you the back of the book and the extra cardboard corners that they put on this book. Now, I'm only showing you the back because I'm going to reveal the book in just a second. So we've got those cardboard corners that are just slipping off. Get rid of those. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this looks beautiful, actually. Here it is, guys. X-Men 135, the first full appearance of Dark Phoenix. Now, I say first full appearance because in the issue right prior to this, 134, you do have her on the splash page, one panel on the splash page in the back of the issue. And I go by the Hulk 180, 181 rule that the first full appearance, plus it is her first cover as well, is 135. Now, this is the book that was on my 2024 goals list as a 9.6 grade, and I had just recently bought that off of eBay. As I was just saying, well, I thought I got that for a really good price, and I did for what the market is right now. But this book right here, the reason I ended up bidding on it is because as I was just checking out Shortbox's auction for that particular week, I figured, hey, let's just give it a shot. Let's go in there and see what's being sold. And in this particular week, this was listed a 9.6. And as you guys know, doing a complete run of John Byrne X-Men from 108 up to 143 is one of my major goals for my comic book collection, to get at least a 9.6 or better on every one of those books. So a 9.6 is a really sweet spot because you can get those at really good prices. Generally, some of the bigger keys go obviously for a lot more. But this book right here, I ended up paying $200 for when I bought it from eBay or then on Instagram as a PayPal purchase. It was $200 flat, including shipping. And I thought that was a really good price. In fact, it is. It's that this book right here, the overall market right now for this book is definitely north of $200. I ended up winning this book for $143, and then the shipping took it to $157 total for this book right here. And I'm going, wow, that to me, that is a fantastic price for this book. Even though I already had it, I will look to probably resell this at some point. But I bought it because I think the value on this was fantastic. So my takeaway initially from the auction win at Shortboxed is that I think you can find some really good deals there. Now, I haven't studied multiple auctions. I haven't studied the different types of auctions. This seemed like a pretty generic CGC offering. The next one that I was watching is Nothing But Raw Comics, and they actually Shortbox reached out to me as a seller, and they're getting ready to do a Fantastic Four themed auction. And I think that's what they're going to continue to do, is they were going to do themed auctions moving forward. I can't guarantee that. We'll see where things go. But it doesn't seem like they have a lot in the auction. But my takeaway is that I'm going to go back. I'm going to take a look at some of the things that are on there. And I think right now, because we don't have a big audience on those auctions yet, they may have a pretty good fan base of people who buy from Shortbox, but I don't think the auctions have a lot of eyes on it yet. It's continuing to grow. But right now, I think there's an opportunity for you to be able to find some books that are underpriced, and hopefully you'll find some good deals like I did on this right here. So that's it for today, guys. It is a quick video. I just wanted to give you my take on my very first auction win from Shortbox. I had to wear the shirt, of course, and again, I sell on Shortbox as well as on eBay, and if you want to check out anything that I currently have for sale, definitely check out the links in the description below, or just reach out to me at collectorauctions@yahoo.com. I can be reached with anything you ever see on the channel. You can definitely reach out to me either way. But guys, that is it for today. Leave me a comment in the comment section below if you've won anything from a Shortboxed auction. I'd love to know what your experience has been like. This was very positive for me, not just because of the price, but the process was very early. I didn't have to re-sign up at Shortbox because I'm already a member as a buyer and a seller. And it wasn't like you already had to have payment information in there. You literally win this, they send you an invoice, and then you pay the invoice. It was a very simple process, and the book shipped in about a week, so the shipping was pretty good. Overall, it was a very easy process, and I'm real happy with this book right here. We'll hold on to this for a little bit, but I may look to sell this at some point as well. So, guys, that is it for today. Take care, and remember, every comic has a story. All right, so hold on, guys. There was one thing I wanted to add as I was finishing up and I was reading some of the literature that they sent with this auction win. If you're a collector, one of the big things that I realized that I didn't even touch on was the fact that there was no buyer's premium on this. The auction win was the auction win. There wasn't like Heritage Auctions where you've got this big buyer's premium. So it didn't even dawn on me to say that, but as I'm reading their literature here, I realized, yeah, you're right. There wasn't an extra fee on top of that. There was, let me give you the lowdown right real quick. No buyer's premium for collectors, zero payment processing fee available. And that's true because you can pay directly from your bank and pay zero processing fee. Credit card fee, there's a credit card fee if you use a credit card. I know that because I chose to go through the bank instead. And your books will ship within days and not weeks. I mean, we already addressed that, of course. Now, for sellers, this is interesting. This is something I needed to know, as they talked about sending them some of my Fantastic Four books that I actually have for sale. Flat 10% seller fee, no hidden fees or high pressure sales tactics. Your books will go up for auction quickly. They won't be held for months, and you get paid fast. So no need to wait for checks in the mail. And if you guys have any questions about the auctions at Shortbox, definitely reach out to Kevin at shortbox.com. Kevin, I know because every time I go to a con, I run into Kevin representing Shortbox. A great guy. I love seeing him whenever I go to Heroes Con or up to Baltimore Comic Con. Great guy. I hope you guys, if you go to a con and you see Shortbox there, definitely say that Rusty said hi from collectorauctions.com. So guys, that is it. Thank you for joining me again. And again, remember, every comic has a story.